Hello. How you guys doing? Calvin here. We're finally getting back into these live streams. I hope you guys are pumped and ready. This is going to be so much fun. We're going to be going over Apex today. We're hopefully going to take some trades. I'm going to show you my Trade Evade account. I'm going to show you how to copy trade. It's going to be freaking awesome. Just waiting on some people to jump in here. Ivo, first one in. What's up? How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Mari Mars here. Oh my gosh. It's the whole gang. It's the whole gang. Alex, Phil Cooper, B. Smith. Okay, guys. Whew, this market's been tough to trade, huh? NQ today looks like a just joke. Let's take a look real quick. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, ugh, yucky. I think ES has been a little more trending. Let's see here. Ugh, it's pretty choppy. Looks like you could have gotten a trade here potentially. I don't know if you would have gotten the full 1.3, but yeah, I don't know. I would be interested though if we came up here. Maybe do something like that because we'd be breaking this downward trend line. So maybe something kind of like that. We'll have to just see. But before we get into all that, we are going to go over Apex. Okay, so I'm going to wait a few more seconds for people to get in here. But I'm going to go over Apex one more time because we have a lot of new people in here today. And I just want to explain what Apex is. Okay, a lot of you already know, so I'll keep it quick. But Apex is a prop firm, okay? Now, what a prop firm allows you to do is you can come down here and you can select a different size accounts. I recommend the 25 and the 50, and I'll explain why in a second. And basically what you're going to do, it says 147 a month, but if you use our code REAL, you get a massive discount, okay? Absolutely massive discount, and I will actually work on getting that on the screen here in a second. But I think it ends up being like $30 if you use our discount, okay? Which is awesome. So once you do that, you're going to sign up and you're going to get an account, okay? And the account that I recommend is the Trade Evade. Now, there's Rhythmic as well, but Trade Evade's better because you can actually link it to TradingView, okay? Which is huge because, you know, I mean, pretty much everyone in here uses TradingView, I think. You know, I think that's safe to say. But you can just link it, and it makes things really, really easy. So something to keep in mind when you're selecting this. I would definitely do, and then hold on one second. I'm going to get you guys your banner. I know you guys love your banner. So there's your banner, okay? Make sure to follow me on Instagram, all the things. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just kind of getting this adjusted for you guys. Can you guys see that okay? Cool. Okay. So, once you select a plan, you're basically going to get something kind of like this. Let's see here. 1 second. 1 second. I want to make sure you guys can't see my password. Okay, so you're going to get something kind of like this, okay? And basically what you're going to what you got here is your dashboard, okay? So you can see, you know, like let's say you're doing your evals. You can do you can see different things, right? So these are two different accounts I have that I'm working on. I'm up 1,700 in one, 1,800 in another, and my target's 53,000. Now, if you pass an account, you're going to have this guy. Let me get this pulled up. So this is a fresh account. I just got this. Okay, super cool. And you can also look at this in Trade Evade. Okay, so here are my 3 accounts. I have 2 PAs. I'm sorry, I have 1 PA and I have 2 evals. Now, what am I talking about when I say evals? Okay, so basically what you have to do is you've got to grow this account to 1,500 without losing 1,500. and then you pass. And then once you pass, then you get a PA account. So there's kind of a tryout, and then you get into a real account, if that makes sense, okay? So that's that. All right. Now, with that being said, do we have any questions? Any questions? Any questions at all? Okay, if there's no questions, we're going to kind of move on to some of the other stuff. So once you're in Trade of 8, okay, you're going to want to see these five things: dollar open, dollar total P&L, drawdown auto, dis drawdown, dis to liquid only, okay? Those are going to be the 5 you want, and the way you add those is over here, okay? Select columns, and you just get those. Dis to liquid only is going to be your just current account P&L. Dis drawdown is, basically how much room you have until you're kicked out of the account. I've got max room on all of them. Drawdown auto is the level at which if your account gets down to this much, you get kicked out. Dollar total P&L is the current, is how much you made that day or lost. And then dollar open is what you're currently in, okay? So that's kind of how it works. Now, I know that was a lot of info, but we're going to head over to TradingView, and I'm going to show you this. So here, if I log out, you can do Trade of 8, and you can just put in your password. And now you have it linked. Now you can pick what account you want to trade in, okay? And if you want to copy trade, which I showed in my latest YouTube video, which you guys should all go check out, you can copy trade. The way you do that is you click this up here, okay? You go over to add-ons, and you make sure that group trade is on, okay? And now what I can do is I can select this. I can select, this is my group, okay? You can create a group. You create a group like this. You can create a group like, we'll just call this like a test, okay? And I can drag all 3 accounts in, and you want to keep them 1, 1, 1. Trust me. Otherwise it gets very, very confusing. And now if I select test, let's say I open 3 contracts and I press buy the market, 1 is going to drop into each account. If I did 6, 2 is going to drop into each account. So kind of interesting. All right. Make 1,500 before losing 1,500? Correct. So the way it works is there's a trailing drawdown, okay? You should watch these videos. They explain it really, really well. It's right on the front page. But basically, when you first start the account, let's say and by the way, it's in real time. It's not at the end of the day. If your account goes up 1,000, right, there's a trailing drawdown that follows you. Now, once you grow the account, I think it's like 1,600, it locks to your starting balance. So you won't have to worry about that anymore. But I encourage you to watch these 2 videos. They're very, very useful, okay? They'll explain it, but you gotta understand how this works, okay? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see what we got here. All right, so ES kind of dragging down here. Now we do have some support that we got to keep in mind here and here, right? Got to keep that in mind. And sorry, one second. Just getting everything dialed in, guys. Yeah, so there's a couple things you got to keep into account there. Okay. And yeah, so we have support here, we have support here, okay? Wouldn't be surprised if we bounce here, but per my rules, guys, if you trade with me, what I do is I run this little indicator here. This is the 50 EMA on the 1 hour, okay? If we're below this, I only take short trades. Now, I missed this trade. I wasn't on the live yet, but this would have been a candidate. See how we get the first bull candle closing under the 10, stop there, target 1.3, that would have hit. Unfortunately, we weren't on the live yet, so we missed that trade. Should have gotten on a little earlier. My bad. But yeah, that's kind of how it works. Let me just do one thing real quick. Sorry, guys. Real quick. Doing some housekeeping stuff here. So what have you guys been trading today? Let me know. What have you guys been trading today? Anything in particular? Now, when NQ and ES are like this, especially NQ, okay, well, hold on now. Hold on now, guys. We might have a setup coming on NQ. You see this? Let's see, though. Technically, this is the first 10 EMAs are back here. What do you guys think? Is this a candidate? Technically, we would want a bear candle closing over the 10 to reset this. In the perfect world, we'd have a bear candle closing over the 10, and then this setup would come. But this is a setup we could potentially take. I do like to follow my rules really exact, though. And this is, well, it's a 50-point stop. I usually try not to go more than 50 points. We'll keep that in mind. I'm not sure because we have the low of the day right there. So it's a little for me. Not really seeing anything that pertains to my rules. Let's go and look at crude oil. Crude oil above. Let's look at platinum. These are different ones I like to trade. Platinum has potential. Now, we have a 10 EMA setting up right now. We're below the pink. You see that? And let's just, in theory, see what this would give us. So if I shorted here, stop here, 2-point stop, target 1.3, and I did one contract. Wow, I'm only risking $100. What if I did 5? What if I did 6? 6, that's about my R. I like to trade about a $600 or $700 R. I could do 6. What do you guys think? Getting rejected near that 382, 50% level. Below the pink. Maybe I put this up a little higher, like 2.5 points. 1.3 down there. Something like that. What do we think? I tell you what, since I don't usually trade platinum, I'm just going to take this in one of my accounts. And I'm going to take it in my account that I have the most money in. Okay, and I'm not going to risk quite as much. Okay, I'm going to do $4. I'm going to risk $500 here, okay? So I'm going to set up this sell stop and we'll see if we get triggered here. Now, technically the 10 EMA happened right here, so I can just get in if I want. So maybe that's what I'll do. I'll move this up just a hair like that, right? Because that'd be one tick. That's where you would have gotten in, right? Let's see what we can do here. Doing a nice and wide stop. Usually I have a little tighter stop, but for this, you know, we're just going to see how this goes. So we have the platinum trade set up. Let's run over to ES. Yeah, ES, see, unfortunately, the trade I would have loved to have taken actually would have been, yeah, either here, or if you got in a little earlier, you would have actually taken, let's see, you kind of had a reset there. You could have taken this too. 2 good trades we missed right there. Bam. That would have worked. That would have worked. But we'll be patient. We don't want to force anything. Okay. Let's see what we can get on platinum here. Okay. See what we can get on platinum here. Let's see here. Had good luck playing reversals on M and Q and not just pure 10 EMA plays. I didn't know about a bear candle closing above for a retest. Yeah. Yeah. So basically, you always want to get it on the first, right? The first. So for example, let's say you were going to short this. Now I wouldn't because we're above the pink here, but if you, let's say you missed this and you want to short that or that, you can't do that until we get a reset. That's the reset. See the bear candle above, and then I can take it short, if that makes sense. Okay. Okay. We might get triggered in here. Let's see. What's the platinum ticker? PL. 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 Platinum futures. Okay. I'll try to make this a little bigger so you guys can see it. Do I trade minis? I do. Sometimes. Just depends. Depends on how wide the stop is. With platinum, there are no minis. So just got to go for the big boys, unfortunately. It's just the way it is. Platinum. Tell you what, we'll do 5, and I'll move this down just a little bit. I'll move it down to like there. Okay. Something like that. There we go. Let's see if we can get triggered in here. I know about the first candle, but I thought if there was a close above the 10 EMA, that was, yeah, but it has to be, so it's not just a close above. It's not just a close above. It's the opposite candle. So you see here how it closed above. That's not a reset. This is a reset. Specifically, when you get the opposite setup in the other direction. Hey, Calvin, any suggestions for managing drawdown or eval? Like how tight to keep the profit taking? Good question. I like to target 1.3. That's just me. I'm a 1.3 guy. I always target around 1.3. You can do 1.2 too. And then I always risk no more than like 1.5 to 2% of my account. I noticed that 1.5 is kind of the sweet spot. 1% just doesn't move the needle enough for me, but 1.5 is great. So if you have a $50,000 account, you can risk $750, if that makes sense. If you've got a $25K account, you can risk like $350. You know what I mean? I also sometimes will like to kind of make sure, because that drawdown can be a little B word. Sometimes I'll be like, okay, I'll buy 1 back here, right? So I'll trim, but just make sure then you adjust this to 4. So that's another like kind of like strategy that you can do. You know what I mean? And I think I just changed the whole order by doing that. Hold on. Can I not just change this to 4? Oh no, it changes the whole order. That's weird. Okay, whatever. Anyways, you can trim on the way down. And you can do that by just pressing that X, and then sometimes it'll let you trim just 1. But yeah, keep that in mind. Platinum just not moving at all. Like, what's going on here? I don't even see the timer over here. Weird. Okay, we'll come back to this. Like, is the platinum market closed right now? Am I unaware of something? Oh, there's the timer. Weird. Okay. So I move my stop loss every 21 minutes. So every 21 minutes, I'll move it down like 0.2, 0.5, 0.2. Then I'll move to the other side, 0.2, 0.5. I move it down incrementally like that. Platinum just not really moving right now. So I don't really know if this is going to be a fun trade or not. In Q, we're still waiting for the reset. So what I want to see on this is I want to see price come up, reset, and then we can take it short. Something like that would be really cool to do, in my opinion. But it kind of sucks we got to attack this low of day. Don't love that. Oil, if we get a reset, we can do. So if we come up and get a reset here, we can take that long. But I don't love trading oil. I mean, me and oil don't really get along that well. But while we're waiting for something to happen, let's go back and I'm going to show you last week, okay? So last week, we're just going to back trade this. So last week, I don't trade the first hour. That's what that purple box represents. And then because we're below the purple, I have to take a short. So I'm looking for the first 10 EMA setup. There was one here, but it never got triggered. You can see. And then we got the reset there. You had a bull candle here below the 10, but that didn't trigger. And then arguably that is the first bull under the 10 or that. Either one, you would have won. So even if you did this, that was a 1.3 R win. Or if you did this and put your stop like there or just above the pink line, that would have been, let's see, it would have been close. I mean, if my entry was there, I probably would have put my stop there above that bear candle. And that would have been close. Yeah, would have, yep, hit it. So that was a winning day. Okay. And once I win, I'm done. I don't take another trade. On this day, you don't trade the first hour. You get the reset here. There's your 10 EMA. Bam, 1.3. So that's another winning day. So now you're up 2.6 Rs. On this day, Wednesday, don't trade the first hour. Still below the pink. First 10 EMA setups right there. Bam, 1.3. Now you're up, what, 3.9? Now Thursday, kind of squirrely. No first hour. You get this 10, well, that's not really a 10 EMA setup. That's a 10 EMA setup. You would have gotten triggered in there and smoked. But the reason I wouldn't have taken this is because this wick is above the bear candle I'd love to put the stop over. Do you see that? So that doesn't work. So I wouldn't have taken that one. Now here, you would have gotten triggered in. You would have gotten smoked. But I get one more. Remember, if I lose on the first one, I get one more. And then bam, I make it back here. So 0.3 R on the day. So actually, man, is that a 4.2 R week? And then Fridays, I just don't trade. So this strategy does work. Specifically, it works a lot better in the morning. Now, Friday, I do want to spell out for you guys, just for those of you that are Friday traders, but we're not going to trade the first hour. Okay. We're above the pink. Now, you get this candle, right, which isn't really technically a 10 EMA, but kind of. But you can see my stop would have been like 60 points. That's a no-go. Sometimes I'll switch to the 2-minute. And now on the 2-minute, you can see a clear 10 EMA. So I'll put it there. My stop's here, which is like only 50 points, which is way better. And then, bam, you get your 1.3. Like literally to the tick. So anyways, today you would have gotten brutalized. I mean, let's see here. If you don't trade the first hour, okay, and then we're above the pink, so but we want the first 10 EMA setup, right? That's not the first, so we wait. You would have gotten triggered in over somewhere over here, and you probably would have gotten trailed out. You probably would have lost, I imagine, 0.7 on this. And then on and then you can try again. So you try again here. And yeah, same thing. You get trailed out probably for, I don't know, a 0.7 R loss again. So you'd be down 1.5 today, which sucks, but it happens. Now, here we're still waiting for the reset. Oh, we got the reset. Excuse me. There's the reset. You see it? Well, on the 2 minute we did. On the 2 minute we did. I don't like flipping back and forth too much between the 2 minute and the 3 minute, guys. The 2 minute is really just if I'm not getting like, how do I describe it? If the stops are being too wide. So I'm going to wait for a 3 minute reset here. 3 minutes, my bread and butter. That's what I go off of. Yes. Did platinum ever trigger for us? Platinum just doesn't move in the afternoon. This is silly. I don't know. I don't know about platinum, guys. Oh, well, there you go. We're in. Why am I only in 3, though? Oh, there we go. 5. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Let's see what happens. Platinum, huh? Really slow moving. Maybe we'll get more volume towards the end of the day. Crazy how you get these like huge volume spikes. I've never really traded platinum in the afternoon like this, so I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But we'll see. Okay, so we're in that. Any other futures you guys like trading that you want to go over? Pretty much my 4 are oil, platinum, ES, and NQ. I'll be real. I would love to take a trade on either NQ or ES. If we come up, get a reset, and then come back down here and break this low, that could be a really good trade. I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. Really choppy day. Let's look at the rest of the market. I'm curious. Nvidia exploding up. Really good 10 EMA play there. AMD still running. AMD was really good buy, you guys. If you hopped in off these around these moving averages, really good. Microsoft, I have a position in. Okay. I started a pyramid on this a few days ago, and it's pretty much fully loaded. I think I have one more contract to add. Maybe I'll do that right now, actually. Let's see here. I'll just add that real quick. Yeah, I have a pretty big pyramid running on Microsoft at the moment. I'll show you what that pyramid looked like. So basically, I started loading here. So I started loading around that 100. And my pyramid it's something like this. Okay. So I bought 1, 2, 3. So total of 7, but actually if you do the math, so I don't load based on contract, I load based on money. So I actually loaded 2,500 at this level. I loaded $2,500 at this level, 5,000 here, and then 7,500 here. So it actually ends up being like 9 contracts when you do it that way. But I'm feeling pretty good about this pyramid. I think we're going to bounce out of here. You can see here that when we flushed the 200 here, we bounce. When we flush the 200 here, we bounce. And when we're flushing it here, I think we're going to bounce. Just a theory. I could be wrong. But if I'm wrong, that's fine. I don't have a stop like right here. I'll let it go. And then I'll get out on a bounce if it really wants to go like dangerously low. But I'll be honest, like this whole area doesn't really scare me because you have support right here. So we'll see what happens with that. PL. Oh, wrong PL. Okay, PL heading down. Whoa. Look at that. That was weird. Let's go. Let's go. Keep dropping it. Keep dropping it. What? Guys, what's going on here? Okay, now, remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can move my stop. So I'm going to move it down 0.2. I'm going to move it down to like about there. Okay, so my stop's now there. Yikes. Something's going on right now with platinum, guys. MNQ just dropped big time. Let me see. Whoa. Volume. Yikes. Hopefully this doesn't just hammer out of here and stop us, you know? It could, though. This is the danger of day trading, guys. Stop hunts. Stop hunts. Jeez, what was that news? What's going? What is this? Is there something going on this afternoon I don't know about? Hold on, let me check stock twits. One of the guys I'm following just said, "What the F?" That's crazy, man. What's going on? PL hammering out of here now. This sucks. Whole market just did something crazy on us. Does anyone know what that was? So weird. Well, we're back at entry. Very strange, honestly. I mean, that is, hold on. What was that drop? You guys seeing this? Just almost a 20-point drop on ES, just out of nowhere. Bam. What was it on NQ? Jeez. A 70-point drop in one candle is kind of crazy. I'm not going to lie. Oh, man. It's kind of gross. How about my Microsoft? Oof. Coming down on me. I'm going to go ahead and pick up my last contract here. Cool. Just picked up that last contract on Microsoft. So I'm fully loaded on that now. Fully loaded on that pyramid. This is kind of gross. Don't love that trend line broke. I guess we'll just have to see what happens with that trade. All right, back to platinum. What's going on? Okay. Oh, man, I bet you guys didn't know this was going to happen. I don't know what it was, but all markets tanked for a minute. Yeah, everything did, right? That's strange. Did Bitcoin? Kind of. Not really. Whew. the broader market did though. Where's Google at these days? Oh my gosh. So I was in a Google pyramid. I don't know if you guys saw my video on that, but the pyramid was basically this. So I always put the red line in the middle, or I'll split them like that. But in my experience, it's always best to put them in the middle. So on Microsoft though, I did split it. So I'm trying to split here. So I did something kind of like this. But red line's still sort of in the middle, if you know what I mean. But I'm down to add. I'll add a couple more contracts down here too. I'm willing to extend the pyramid a little more to put what I'm saying, to put the red in the middle. Back to platinum. Okay, heading down. Oh man, what a weird trade. Like, can we take out that hammer? I don't know. What was that? Hold on. Oh, Fed Kashari is speaking. Was there news like in the Middle East? Hurricane Milton is the strongest storm on the planet this... Hold on, guys. Hurricane Milton is the strongest storm on the planet this year and is heading for Florida. Excuse me, didn't they just get hit with a hurricane? I knew this was happening, but like, it's the strongest now? Oh my gosh. You know what's kind of weird about this? See how it's going right through Orlando? I used to live in Orlando. Like, not that long ago, the beginning of the year. Oof. It's kind of creepy. Well, damn. Now, I do want to show you real quick. This. So, I'm going to pull up my TradeAvate account, and I want to show you this in real time, okay? So you can see here now, dollar open. This is how much I'm up on the trade right now. Dollar total P&L. I mean, this is just kind of changing as well right now. And then this is, you see how this is all kind of adjusting in real time? That's what you see in TradeAvate when you're in a trade, okay? So things I don't like about this trade, obviously this hammer. Things I do like about the trade is we haven't closed over the 10 EMA yet. Okay. So until we close over the 10 EMA, I'm not that concerned. Now let's go ahead and count out the candles. So we got in, we're going to go ahead and pretend like we got in, you know, that could have actually been an entry too. It's kind of hard to tell though. We got in here, guys. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're still waiting 9 more minutes to move our stop. But when that 9 minutes is up, we're going to move it probably to somewhere around here. Okay. Just FYI. Move it down just incrementally. Incrementally. I wonder how many of you are on the live right now. How many of you are on here? Let's check. 47 of you. Let's go. Drop some threes if you're loving the stream so far. Drop some threes in the chat. 3. Sweet. Thanks for coming, guys. I appreciate it. This is fun. All right, platinum still coming, still kind of trying to come down here. We've got an hour 20 until the market's done. Let's go check out NQ. Look at that drop. Okay. So we are now balancing off this area, right? So this is Friday's low. Okay. We kind of had that. We had that orange line drawn, so I'm not really surprised about that. And are we drop? It's the same situation over here. Friday's low is kind of keeping us up right now. Okay. What do you guys want me to go over? Do you have any questions? This is a good time for questions while we're just kind of waiting 9 minutes to move our stop on good old platinum. Guys, another reason why I like platinum is because if you go out to the 4 hour, you can see that we broke this trend line last night. So there's definitely some downward pressure on platinum, right? You got your EMAs pushing it down. Okay, let's see where our but we are sitting on this 100-day. But here's the thing about that. The 100-day and the 200-day, you can see like it doesn't really respect it. Like it does sometimes, but like it just runs right through it a lot. So you got to keep that in mind. Like I don't really take the 100-day into, I still take it into account, but it's not like a make or break for me, especially because we've touched it now 1, 2, 3. Like we could break through this very easily. The size of my arrow is funny. Do you trade inside days? Yeah, I do. I mean, I know like it's better to not, but I really just try to trade. I usually try to trade the first hour, not the first hour, the second, third, and fourth hour of the market. And if we're under or over that pink line, that's really the determining factor for me in general of like what direction I'm going to go. What would Tory Trades do? Oh man, I think Tory Trades would be in this trade with us right now because Tory Trades would have taken that. So Tory Trades, I'll show you what Tory Trades would be doing on a day trade time frame, okay? So on a day trade time frame, Tory would, I'm going to draw it just like her. She's a great trader, by the way. She is. There's no denying it. She would have taken the break of this trend line. And the reason she would have loved it is because we have 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, and then you break it here. So she would have gotten in here. Her stop initially would have gone above the high, right? It would have almost stopped her out, and then it would have started working. And now Tory doesn't actually use targets. So Tory would just say, as long as we stay below that red line, I'm going to stay in. That's what Tory would do. Okay. So if we get a close over this red line at any point, she would close it. But as long as this continues to drop, so like Tory, if it did this, she would just stay in. That's how she trades. But keep in mind, a lot of times when you get this style of trend break, you do see 10 EMAs. Like a 10 EMA will usually follow closely after. It could have even happened there. It just didn't. Like imagine if that was a 10 EMA and then it broke right through. So you get pretty similar entries overall. But Yeah. Tori also, though, like doesn't really day trade anymore. She swing trades. So she does trade on the 4 hour. So I wouldn't be surprised if she is in this short now. She's probably in this short. Yeah. And she likes to draw like from really high time frames. So she'll like do like something like that. That's a really sloppy, something like that. That's her safety line, is that red line. But then as the trade progresses, she'll start to draw steeper. Like she'll start to draw steeper ones. So anyways, pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. So many people trade so many different ways. Platinum coming down. Let's break that hammer. Come on. Break that hammer. Come on, let's get a flush here on platinum, yeah? With no targets during eval and drawdown, we should still keep it in, right? One of my accounts blew for going way in my direction, then bouncing back. Yeah, you got to be careful, man. You got to be careful. I like to take things off at target. I do think we can get here, though, because the next major support is here, right? And our target's above that. So I think we'll be okay overall. What I like to do is if I'm going to do like a no target type of trade, I'll trim like majority. So I'll take off like 4 here. I'll just let 1 run. That way, if it bounces back against you, you're not like screwing your trailing drawdown, you know? Who's in this platinum trade right now? Just curious. Give me a 1 if you're in this platinum trade. No, platinum, go back down. We don't want you to go up. We want you to go down. I know. We broke the wick by like 2 ticks. No, 1 tick, huh? 1 tick. CW. Those are my initials, man. Taking our sweet time here. So guys, just to go over. So how many of you here don't have an Apex account? Throw a 2 in the chat if you don't have an Apex account yet. You're just here today, checking it out. You're just like, I don't know, Calvin, like this is all kind of weird, but I just want to learn. If you don't have an Apex account, here's the cool thing, okay? You use our code REAL. So just for fun, I'm gonna just jump in here. So let's just say you pick a 50K account, okay? And you put in the code REAL, okay? And I'm going to click all these buttons, okay? So normally it's like 187 or something like that. But then look at this. So normally 167 with the code, it's only $33. $33, that's it. So $33 to get an evaluation, okay? You got to grow the account to 3,000. You have a trailing drawdown of 2,500, which you got to watch, okay? You got to keep an eye out for that. But if you get to 3,000, then you get what's called a PA account. So you start with an eval, then you get a PA. It costs like $85 to activate the PA. So all in all, you're out, what, $120? 33 for the eval, 85 for the PA, $120. Then you have a real 50K account. And if you grow it to 3,000 again, or I think it's like 3,100 in profits, you can request a $2,000 payout, which is like 15xing your money. And I've gotten payouts. A lot of people at RLT have gotten payouts. So it's really cool. And honestly, like, even if you like mess it up, it's just $120. Like, how many of us lose that daily just with our normal R? And you can buy up to like 20 of these. And like I said, you can copy trade them. So when you take a trade in one, it takes them in all of them. So if you come down here to payouts, you can see that's what a lot of people do. So you can see, like, for example, this guy, Michael has 3 accounts copy trading, and he got a $2,000 payout in each one. So Michael made $6K, and he probably spent $500. Brandon, look at how many Brandon has. Brandon. He got 2,000 on all these. It's 10K. Guys, they do serious amounts of payouts. Like, these are all on October 5. This is just October 5, October 4. Apex does the most payouts out of any prop firm. Look at this. Average monthly compensation since 2023, $15 million. It's ridiculous. Total compensation since 2022, $300 million. Yeah. Pretty crazy. Total compensation in the last 90 days, 85. So pretty cool. Apex has big things coming. And yeah. Yes, you could. No, so you cannot copy trade in TradingView. Thank you for bringing that up. Okay. That's a very important thing. If you're going to copy trade, you got to do it in here. Unfortunately, like, even if I have my group selected, if I come in here and place a trade, it's not going to copy it. It's just not. You got to do it in here. I'm sorry, in here. Now, some of you are like, oh, it sucks. I know, but you can still place like complex orders here in the thing, or you can just have it pulled to the side and just mark it in, mark it out. You know, it takes some adapting, but it works. It does work. It does work. Sorry, my entry, I got rid of this and I want to bring it back. Yeah, something like that, I think. Okay, so we can officially move our stop now, I think. Because it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't move it on a green candle, though. Can only move it on a red one. So we got to wait a little longer. And then we're going to move it to around here. Okay? That's what we're doing. Yes, I do use a trading journal. I do. Would you like to see it? Hold on. Let me pull it up. This is my trader journal. Hold on. Gotta log in. Okay, cool. So this is my trader journal. And this does not include Apex, and this is only like some of my accounts. I just recently started using this. I haven't been using it for very long, but these are some of my trades I've taken this year. And it's cool. It's trader sync, and you can do you see you have the journal here. So each trade, you can write notes about the trade. You can add charts, images. You can see all the trades one by one. You can do a market replay, which is really cool. So I think you can actually like replay the market, which you can do in TraderView too, or in TradingView too, but it's just cool. There's strategies. Oh, I guess I can't do that. A trading plan, that's for more premium members. But what's cool is these reports. So these reports show you like what you're good at. Okay. And you can look at like things you took on the hourly or the weekdays or the month. I don't know. It's just like really, you can just see all these cool stats on your trading. I mean, you could just nerd out on this for hours, but it's pretty awesome. And you can see my profit factor is basically 2-to-1 right now. So win rate 65%. And honestly, guys, at the beginning of the year, like I didn't even have my strategy fully dialed in, but in the last 3 months, it's been like crazy. Like I've been like killing it. So I think there's a way to, where is that? Is there? Yeah. So I barely traded this month, as you can see, because like I was in Japan, but I had that big $9,000 win. But like the previous month, like a lot of green days, just a lot of green days in general. I've been throwing up. So pretty cool. Check out TraderSync. I like it. It's awesome. We got 43 people online. How's our platinum doing? Just kind of hanging out. I mean, it looks like it wants to break down. TraderSync. TraderSync is the name. You basically have 2 options. You can do TraderSync or you can do TradeZella. Those are the 2. Those are the 2 big boys on campus that you get to pick from. Okay? All right. So when this... Oh, wait. Was this a red candle? So we can move our stop now. So I'm going to go ahead and move my stop down to like there-ish. What's halfway? Let's see exactly what's halfway. I like to move it to the halfway point. From there to there. Yeah, perfect. Wow, I eyeballed that. Cool. So there's my stop now. Still waiting. Now, if you want to trim one, you can trim one here. If you just want to take a little risk off, I'm not, but because we broke that hammer, so I'm not really concerned. If you were going to trim, maybe would have trimmed one here on the way down, right? Like, oh, maybe we won't break the hammer. I'm going to trim one. Totally respect that decision. But now that we've broken it and we're consolidating here, I do think we're going to get a push down. Just my personal opinion. TraderSync is not free. But it's not that expensive. I think it's like $150 for the year. Let's see what good old NQ is doing. Yeah, I mean, NQ looks like it still wants to drop. Same with ES. How's my Microsoft doing? Just bleeding out? Oh, jeez. Jeez. Crazy. We're real oversold in the 4 hour. Right in this level. Let me see how many of these I have. 1 second. All right, I'm going to add one more. One more Microsoft. One more. One second, guys. I'm just adding to my swing here. My swing. Trade, buy to open. I'm going to put it way down there. Let's do 1550 for that last one. See if it gets filled. Just rock bottom, dude. Look at that. Is Platinum doing that? Better be. Oh, yeah. Come on down, Plat. Make me feel better about my Microsoft play. What is causing this? This is a wild drop. See, another thing I like about Microsoft is you have a lot of support right here. You see it all? So you have support here, 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 right? So when we pull into this area, it's looking pretty promising that we'll bounce out of there. It could come all the way down to here though, which is scary. But we'll see. We'll see what it wants to do. We'll see if I get filled on this last contract or not. Okay. In the meantime, is Platinum hitting our target yet? It's taking its sweet time, isn't it? Sweet time. Yeah, Europeans and freaking, you know, America and the Congress, they're always charging big tech. Microsoft, Apple, Google. But, you know, they pay to play, man. They're so big. They have so much money. It's insane. Like tomorrow it'll be like, Microsoft pays $15 billion fine. And then it's like, just shoots back up. They have so much money. It's insane. Let's see here. Amazon's kind of getting slammed today too. Yeah? Oof. Oh my gosh. Look at that 10 EMA. Jeez, look at that gap and go today. Oh my gosh. If you day traded Amazon short today, congrats. Yuck. 10 EMA short on Tesla. Google's gross as well. Platinum. Oh, are we? Oh, guys. Are we going to hit target? Just a little bit lower. And guys, just so you know, this is not an official trade. None of the trades I take are official trades, but they're my trades. When would you move a stop to break even? So I actually never move it to break even. I'll move it to here next, like something like that, and then I'll move it into the green. I never move to break even because it's like, I'm here to make money or I'm here to lose money, right? Like, I'm not here to break even. Jeremy taught me that. He's like, dude, don't do break even. He's like, either make money or lose money. Nothing's worse than sitting in front of your computer for like ever and just being like, oh, I broke even. It's like, okay, well, what was the point of that? But if you've already trimmed and you know what I mean? If you've already trimmed one, you can move to break even then, because then you would be up, right? Even if it came back and stopped you out. Come on down, Charlie Brown. Guys, we are like, what, 3 ticks away? 3 ticks. 3 ticks. And we're coming into power hour right now. We got this. Type a 3 if you think we got this. I think we got this. I really do. Like, we're pretty darn close. And I understand it's late in the afternoon. If some of you got to run and you just want to close it right now, I won't be mad at you. I'm just waiting for this extra little oomph down. One more oomph. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So I will move my stop here again in a second. Still just looking at this. What, like, do we know what caused this today? It's quite the drop. It's funny because, like, you look at the broader market, though, and, like, we haven't even dropped that much. It's just like, oh, we're still just up here. Like, this could totally just hammer out of here. Would not be hard. Let's pull up. I like to do this sometimes. Let's pull up a FinViz heat map. Woo! So this kind of shows like everything at once. Amazon and Tesla are the brightest red. Nvidia green. Eli Lilly green. Pfizer green. What's this? Air Products and Solutions. Diamondback Energy. But overall, a pretty red day. Energy kind of holding up over here. Zom, Chevron. But overall, pretty bad. Pretty bad. What's this? Las Vegas. People be gambling still, though. Okay? Of course, Lockheed Martin up. I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen the LMT chart lately, but war is good for the LMT chart. Look at this. I mean, if you, oh my goodness, break out of that whole level right off the 100, I mean, that's just ridiculous. Look at this. This is what's crazy. RSI got to 93 and then cooled off by trading sideways. And now we're running again. Oh my gosh. CW, I'm still not finding anything. If anyone figures it out later, please post in the futures channel. Sorry, CW, what was your question? Can you repeat the question, CW? I'm sorry, I think I missed it. 1 hour and 20 or 2 hours and 20 till PL market close. Oh yeah. It closes in 2 hours and 20 minutes. I believe. It closes with the rest, like NQES at 5 Eastern, right? 5:30 Eastern? I don't know. Let's see. When does CME PL Platinum close? CME Group trading hours. Platinum PL. Wait, this isn't what I want. I want by like symbol. Oh, here we go. Interest rates, equities. We want metals. Metals closes. I don't want holidays. I just want normal time. Oh, why have they make this so complicated? I don't know. It stays open a little bit past the market. Oh, if someone knows the news. Yeah, I don't know. Hurricane Milton is a category 5? What? What is going on? Maybe it's that. This is crazy. The comments are so funny. Did our platinum hit target yet? No way. It bounced. Lame. Can I move my stop yet? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I got to move it on a red candle. So the next stop move will be to about here. Just got to be patient on this one, guys. It is what it is. Good call. Click markets, find instruments for specs and trading hours. Good call. So I do have a rule that I rarely share with people, but basically, if the opposite setup comes in, so if we get a bear candle closing over the 10 right now, I'm allowed to skip a rung. Now, what does that mean? Normally, I'd move my stop to here, but I'm actually allowed to move it all the way to here. That's my rule. Either that, or I'll take off like 40% of the trade and move my stop to the normal area. So we have two options. We can skip a rung, or we can take off 2 contracts and move it to the normal spot. Okay. PL closes at 4 p.m. Central or Eastern? Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. The rungs are about 0.2 to 0.3 R. So I'll go here, and the next one will be 0.2 on the other side. Okay, so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to buy back 1. Now I'm in 4. Make sure this says 4 now. 4. Great. And I'm going to move my stop down to right there. Right there. Okay? So I trimmed off a little bit because just in case this is a 10 EMA setting up long now, I just want to be protected, right? So pretty much no matter what, I can't lose on the trade now. If you want to move your stop in, you can, but I'm just going to keep it right there for now. I have it above. I mean, you could even put it right there, but I'm leaving it in the red just for now. Okay. And we'll just see what happens here. We got 45 minutes till the market closes. Okay. Lots of time. Lots of time. And this stays open until 1600 Eastern time. But I will not be on here after market closes. I'll be honest, even in the next 30 minutes, I'll probably be managing this trade because, you know, as you all know, towards the end of day, it's like if you look at Friday, things tend to move towards the end of day. New York, so 16. I don't know if the futures that really applies to platinum though. It does for the regular market. And see why I don't slam my stop is because now if this pivot comes in, let's say we do this, right? Let's say we roll over now. Now I've got a really clear pivot. Now I can move it to here. No problem. I'm like, cool, there's the pivot. So I'm waiting for a pivot to come in before I just slam it down. Patience pays. Never forget that. Ooh, for static drawdown accounts, so I take partials. Not as much of a need. No. Because it's static. But your overall drawdown is a lot less, so maybe, right? Isn't the drawdown on like a static like $600? Let me just show you guys what they're talking about. So if you go to Apex, hold on, ATF. So if you go down to, here we go, trade of 8, and you can go all the way to the right, you see there's a 100K static. There's no trailing drawdown. So it's just total drawdown 625. So if your account drops to, what is that? 90,900, I don't even know. 99,200. No, 400, something like that. you get knocked out. So it's really small, but your profit goal is only 2,000. So what the key to this is maybe run like a $200 R, get a couple wins, then move it up to 300, then get a couple wins and then move it up to 400, and then you'll probably hit the target. It's just kind of a different way of doing it. I don't recommend the big accounts. Look why. The profit factor is like more than 2 to 1. 7,500 times 2 still isn't 20,000. But if you look at 25K, this is 1 to 1. This is almost 1 to 1. This is now starting to become closer to 2 to 1. This is 2 to 1. This is actually less than 2 to 1. That's weird. It goes backwards on that one. Definitely more than 2 to 1. Definitely more than 2 to 1. So, things to keep in mind. All right, we're still in this fight. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to grab a little bit of food. 2 seconds. I'll be right back. We're still in this trade, guys. Check. Okay, I'm back. So at this point, you know, it's not really doing what I want. I'll be honest. I may consider taking off one more contract here. Let's wait for this candle close and see. It's just weird because you don't really get like data. Like it's weird. It's like choppy data on platinum. It's definitely better to swing trade. That's what I've learned today. Like you get a little blip up here, blip down here. It's all over the place. Let me look at 5-minute candles. 5-minute candles are a little easier to see. If we break that, I'll probably close another one. Want to make sure I still walk out with a win here, you know, especially when you get that close to target. I want that win. Let's take a look at NQ. So starting to make a comeback. Microsoft as well. Whole market trying to rally right now, somewhat. And it makes sense. You know, you got a lot of support down here. Makes sense it would bounce here. But let's see what we get overall. So that 3-minute candle closed. I have an alert here on this in case we take that out. Any other questions, guys, on Apex, on copy trading, on what we're even freaking doing right now? 10 EMA. Some of you were like, what even is 10 EMA? Let me know. Questions. I'm here to help you guys out. I'm not here to make this more confusing. So once again, I'm waiting for one of two things. If it comes up and breaks this and gives me the opposite 10 EMA, which technically it already did right here, but I'm just giving it a second, then I'll close another contract. If it rolls over, I can move my stop right to there. Yes, you can copy trade with funded accounts. Correct. See what I mean though? It still just can't make up its mind. Now we are getting down to the last 30 minutes of the market. Things tend to get a little squirrely. So I might close one here pretty soon. I'm going to go use the restroom real quick. And when I come back, we'll make a decision about that. I'm back. That comment right there gave me a new meaning to the saying, don't make a decision if you feel rushed. What comment was that? Sorry, what comment did I just say? The bathroom erased my memory. That comment for... Let me go to the bathroom. Yeah. Don't make a decision if you feel rushed. Yeah, man, just relax. Okay, here it comes back down. So, here's what I'm gonna do. When this candle closes, I'm gonna slam my stop. I am. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and remove this alert. All right, I'm going to move it to there. Okay. Well, let's just see how the cookie crumbles. Come on down. All right, guys. Questions. I mean, come on. We got 30 minutes till the market closes. We want platinum to dump. How often do you make 2-hour loss in a day? Very rare, dude. Very rare. 2-hour loss in a day is, I can't even remember the last time, honestly. Usually if I have a losing day, which I don't usually, it's small. It's 1 hour, maybe 1.5, but like that's max. Like usually we're talking like half an hour I'll lose in a day total. What are all your swing trade strategies? I have one swing trade strategy, just one. And I'll show you what it is. So the swing trade strategy is I only trade Mag 7 stocks. I pull up the 100 day and the 200 day. So this is a great example, honestly. Apple. Okay. What I'll do is I will find support. So there's some support right there. And then I will put the blue in the middle. That's the 100 day. Now, as Apple approaches this, let's say you wanted to do it with shares, okay? So I buy 100 shares there, 100 shares there, 200. These are Fibonacci numbers, by the way. 1, 1, 2, 5, 8. Okay? And you can do it with options too. Options is definitely more risky. Debit spreads is better. Naked options is the most risky. You want to always do at least 60 to 90 days out. But as this pulls into here, fill. Let's say it just stops there and bounces. If it even gets to there, bro, you're in green. If it gets to there, you're in green, right? But the hope is that it comes up. The hope is that it fills pretty much the entire pyramid, comes up, and then you just start trailing your stop up. Trail. And you get out somewhere around here. Usually I target the neckline. Like, see that neckline right there? And dude, you get good bill paying money doing that. Like last month, I made $9,000 trading Google. Doing that. I'll show you the Google trade. This is what I did. So I started getting in there and I drew a pyramid like this. And what I always do too is I draw a little danger zone. Now the danger zone, it's totally up to you what you want to do in the danger zone, right? And the danger zone is usually about half the size of the pyramid. So like I added, and then in the danger zone, you can either add more or do nothing, or if you're running a debit spread, you can buy back the short call and add. I go over it in a video, but what happened was we came down into this area, and I was really convinced we'd bounce. Okay, and let me explain why. RSI was oversold on the daily. If you go back on Google and look at every time RSI was oversold, it pretty much always bounces, dude. Like, it does, okay? And it bounces good, like 6 to 10%. Another app that I use, are you guys ready for this? Woo! For those of you that stayed on, here we go. I don't even know what this is. Leave me alone. Dude. Okay. I'm signed in. So what I did was stocks, indicators, SMA. This is a really cool app. Sorry, why is my internet freaking out? Guys, my computer's having a breakdown right now. Edge full. Let's go back. Okay, stocks, indicators, SMA. Something's glitching out right now. Bummer. Damn, I wanted to show you this. This is really cool. We'll change this first. Google, 2 years. Indicators. SMA. Okay. Perfect. So, and then I'm going to customize this to the 100 day. What this is telling me is on average in the last 2 years, when we close below the 100, there's 23 bars until we reach the low. Okay? Check this out. We closed right here below the 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay? So we're on the 200, which is right in the middle of my pyramid. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 more days later, we put in a low and we bounce. This data gives me such an edge, dude. It's really cool. So anyways. Yeah, I mean, dude, you 100% could do the 10 EMA, but you got to understand something about 10 EMA. 10 EMA is waiting for confirmation. We have confirmed the bounce is happening, and now I'm getting in. And as you can see, we didn't quite reach the target. So you are getting in late to the game on 10 EMA sometimes. You just are. Now, sometimes that's great because it keeps you protected. But sometimes you just don't have as good of an entry. And that's just the fact of life, you know? Every strategy has a upside and every strategy has a downside. Every single one. I don't care what it is. Back to platinum. Not doing what I want. So what we're going to do now, okay, guys, is I'm going to take off one more. We're just going to take one off right here, guys. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Just took one off. Cool. All right. We're good. We're down to 3 contracts. This is a long ass freaking pyramid on the 3-minute. No, dude, I don't pyramid on day trades. It's very dangerous. I've tried. I've back tested it. It does not work. It's a really good way to blow up your account. Don't do it. Yeah, man, because like here's the thing. Here's why pyramids don't work on day trades. It's because you get wicks like this. See this little freaking crazy hammer? Like, it's just like not a good idea, dude. It's just not. Like, too much stuff can happen intraday to do a pyramid. Pyramids are risky. They are. But they work a lot of the time because if you make them wide enough and you're patient and you have enough time on options or shares, it's like it's just better, dude. It's just better on higher time frames. I'm just telling you. Like, it just is. Yeah. Because the amount of risk you got to put on intraday is way higher than swing. You know what I'm saying? Because like intraday, like you're putting on like, dude, if I put on 5 contracts of platinum on a swing, that's a pretty big swing. Like I'm going to be making like tens of thousands potentially on a swing. But intraday, I'm doing 5, right? But like, what am I trying to explain here? It's just like, you don't want to keep adding. And plus, that doesn't work in Apex, by the way. There's a rule. They don't let you DCA more than once. So you can only add once to a losing position. It's very important you know that. If you're DCAing more than once, if you're adding more than once when you're in the red, you can add as much as you want if you're in the green. But if you keep adding when you're in the red, they'll actually disqualify your payout. Now, for everyone on the call, I have a pretty good relationship with Apex. If you're having a problem with your payouts, I can talk to them and I can get it probably pushed through. It's kind of a one-time thing though. Like, you know what I mean? Like you got to follow the rules, but I do have some friends over there. So just let me know. I can put a good word in for your payout, but you know, they send out thousands of wires every month, probably tens of thousands. So if you've requested a payout, it might take a week or so, but if you're like, dude, where is it? Just hit me up. Give me your email. Give me your account number, and I'll talk to my boys, and we'll get your payout pushed through. When price misses target and reverses, I get scared. Well, there you go. We just got stopped out. But guess what? Let's take a look. Let's take a look, ladies and gents. How'd we do today? I still made $187. Okay. I know it wasn't a big day, but we still walked out with the green. That's cool. And if I hadn't been such a little wimp and had copy traded, I would have made almost $600. So, yeah, guys, it is what it is. I'm $1,000 away from unlocking this account. I'm about $1,300 away from unlocking this account. It's still a good day of trading. $187. I sat here for what, 2 hours? Like, got to hang out with you guys, my best friends. Still a really great time. I'm not complaining about it whatsoever. Okay. So, with all that being said, I'm going to get off now. I hope you guys had fun today. I know it wasn't a big winning day, but tomorrow I'm going to be on earlier in the morning. I'm going to try to get on around 9:30 or 10. And you know, the mornings are always better usually, except today on NQ was choppy as hell. I'm hoping we don't get that tomorrow. But after a move like this late in the day today, I'll be honest, usually, so this is a little tip for you guys. And it's not always, but I learned this from a really big firm in New York. If you take the opening, basically this, okay? If you take the range from 9:30 to 12:30, okay? So that's the range, right? 100 points. If the range after 12:30 is greater, which it most definitely was, okay? Even if you draw it from here, 9 times out of 10, the next day, we retest. It's just sort of a thing. Just sort of a thing. And when we don't, it's like a huge drop. But usually we retest. Okay? So I will not be surprised if tomorrow, this floats down here tonight. Tomorrow, this floats down here. We come up and we get a long setup tomorrow morning. But we'll see. I don't know. I don't know. Because you got to remember, too, we've got all this. Look at that. Support. We'll see. All right, guys. Take care. Love you all. Any mental exercises you do to improve trading psych? Yeah. Don't take more than 2 trades a day. Don't trade on Fridays. Don't drink before the night you trade. And journal and walk out in nature a lot. I don't trade Fridays because I get to go out in nature Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And just don't get addicted. Only take 2 trades. Is there an edge fill report on that? I don't know. There's a lot of really cool gap edge fill reports. You should check out edge fill. Definitely. We have a link. I'll try to put the link in our description next time. But all right, guys, take it easy. Good luck. Love you all. We won on that. I know it wasn't the full win, but hey, a win's a win. And, market's about to close in 10 minutes, so things are about to get a little nutty. So I'm glad we're out. Because who knows? This could just go. We don't want that. All right. Take it easy, guys. Love you all. And I'll see you tomorrow earlier around 9:30, 10 a.m. Central. And we're going to get after it. A little morning trading. Oof, NQES should be moving tomorrow. I think it's definitely going to be moving. Pray for everyone that's about to experience this hurricane. Man, I think it's hitting Tuesday or Wednesday. So if you're in Florida, my heart goes out to you. All the prayers, all the love. Take it easy, guys.